You already know it's Bucket of Loving Reactions, man. We're going to be looking at some of the wildest, craziest, weirdest, funniest TikToks you can ever imagine. So y'all stay tapped in. Bucket of Loving Reactions, baby.
Right, and when I found out that McDonald's have a contract with over 10,000 hospitals across the world,
why not?
I'm trying to figure out, how does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense.
How does that make sense, bro?
When did you ever go into a hospital to recover from anything and feel like you were better in any way in this sterile environment with these laminate floors, with these walls that look like you're actually about to be processed for a custodial sentence? Where did you ever feel?
That's why I call a hospital a house of hospitality.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, the house of hospitality. I'll make you comfortable until you die. Don't worry. I'll make you comfortable. Electric this,
There's nothing
electric
to worry about when you're dying, right?
You get what I'm saying?
You see, that's crazy. And to think McDonald's is even partnered with tens of thousands of hospitals is fucking insane. I mean, it makes you think, like, you know, like what's the biggest agenda? You know, like the bigger agenda that's going on right now, you know. And for hospitals, you know, I'm sure we all know most of them don't give you anything to heal you for real. You know, like it only sustains you, you know, just to keep you coming back, a forever client.
Right there, it almost looks like it's riveted, like plates that have been riveted on like a boat.
Oh, that's true.
It's very steampunk. That's bizarro.
Yeah. Ow. It almost like, yeah, it'll spike you. It's got little tiny teeth on this thing up on the top of their head. I don't know what this is for, actually. That is crazy.
No, I don't think so. Oh, what? It's a little foot. What? It's a little foot, dude. They have feet. This is something that's totally new to me, but ratfish, it looks like they actually have feet. Here, look at this. It kind of real feet? Pops down, yeah. See it comes out like that. And they have them on each side in the rear. So my guess is that they can use these little guys to walk around the seafloor.
So, in case you guys are brand new to my channel, well, this is what I do. I, like, eat weird stuff for you guys.
Wait, hold on. Now, he just discovered a fish that I ain't never seen before, for one. And you mean to tell me you about to eat it? That's crazy. You know, I mean, you ain't gonna document it. I mean, I guess that is a form of documentation, the video. But I'm saying, it could be more fish like that. And you think about eating it, that's crazy. I hope it's good. If dragon, snake, bird was ever a thing. If it was ever a thing, dragon, snake, bird right there. Straight up. That's how I seen that. When I looked at that just now, I don't know what that was, but dragon, snake, bird was the first thing that came to mind. For real. That was insane.
There's a reality where possibly maybe this world didn't even occur. Maybe there's a reality where our universe instantly started and then destroyed itself. There's an infinite number of possibilities. But
Which
however,
is such an incredible thing to try to wrap your head around, right? It's almost impossible.
yeah, there's
Just the word infinity is almost impossible to really
and
completely
then
understand.
again, there are higher levels of infinity, as you'll see in videos.
Higher levels of infinity. So
Yeah,
infinity is not just infinity. There's variations
there's
on that
higher
theme.
levels of infinity. There's smaller infinities, larger infinities. It's hard to wrap your mind around that there is something larger than everything.
Which is, how do you...
It's
right.
even a paradox as itself. It's an oxymoronic phrase.
And that's where you come back to God. Well, God could be God of the universe or the multiverse, but then...
There must be another multiverse of multiverses of multiverse where there's a universe where there is another more powerful or less powerful or equal God as we defined it in E equals MC squared.
That's crazy. Because when you think about it, the universe is infinite. You know, and there's many things that a lot of us have yet to discover or learn about. You know, and that's why it's wise, you know, to make sure you are feeding your mind. A lot of us wake up every day and we feed the body, but we forget to feed the mind. You know, so make sure you put that first.
They won't teach you this in school. Did you know that each one of your teeth is connected using a meridian to an organ? Guess which teeth are connected to the pineal gland? Your wisdom teeth. Why do they want to pull your wisdom teeth out so bad? What's the big deal with the wisdom teeth? I think people need to do a little more research before they pull out something connected to their pineal gland.
That was deep because I got my wisdom tooth pulled. I'm mad now.
I believe that you and Oprah are conspiring to kill me.
Okay, and why do you think that we want to kill you?
I've made a list.
Okay, please, let's go through this list.
All right, first of all, you should know that one time an air conditioning repairman came to my home, who I believe you sent. I believe you sent.
Why do you think that was me?
Because he was fixing my air conditioning, and then he pulled out, no joke, your headshot.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you would clearly walk around with like an envelope full of your headshots.
A
That's
stack.
so you.
Absolutely.
And he said, oh, I was just at this man's house. Do you know him? And I heard like a in my head, like a frightening, ominous sound.
So that's one thing.
Every time I see this celebrity, it's like she always give me the, you know what I'm saying, the weird vibe. I don't know. It's hard for me to take her serious, but then a lot of times, you know, you never know.
Okay, now should we talk about the time that I was doing a very high-profile photo shoot, and then a mysterious car drove by in front of my house?
By the way, this is a true story. This is a
okay, but you did it in
story.
a way so that no one saw you but me. And I know that you engineered that. Okay, so
weird.
Yeah,
Take us
thank
back
you.
for a second.
All right, so I'm doing a photo shoot for Los Angeles Magazine or something, and I'm in hair and makeup. And then I was doing construction, so there was a porta potty right in front of my home.
On the street, by the way.
On the street.
In the way of the lane
and
that we
I'm
were
in the
going through.
heels up to here, like gonna fall down like Paula Abdul. That's not a diss, it's a reference. And sure enough, like the photographer, and they're all on the other side of the street, and then this car just slowly pulls up, and I'm thinking, oh boy, here comes a fan who's gonna want a picture with me.
I just want y'all to know, at this point, I'm lost. I have no idea where she's going with this story. No cap.
My life as a celebrity. And then the tinted window slowly rolls down, and it's Ryan, and he sees me in a beautiful outfit stepping into a porta potty. Not my best moment. And then I look at him, and I thought, I know he's planned this for years. I know he's trying to get me. And then he took a picture with his phone and then said, you know, how are you or whatever. And it was like a really backwards, weird James Bond villain moment.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the window went up, and I was just speechless, pointing, like Children of the Corn pointing, and no one believed me. And I was standing there in heels, and I believe I was in a tutu.
You were, and you
in
came out of the porta potty.
Going,
That's
true.
true.
It was Ryan. It's true. He's trying to kill me. Here's another thing that happened. All right, so I was only on the Ellen DeGeneres show one time because she's not a big fan, and I know you guys are friends.
We are.
So I'm about to do Ellen, and I really love and admire her, and I'm about to go on, and I don't want to screw up. And as I go on, the stage manager, whoever, actually says to me, whatever you do, don't make fun of Ryan Seacrest. Ellen loves him. Okay, never, after doing a million talk shows, after Letterman and Kimmel and Today's Show, never once have I walked out and been warned to not bring up anything, much less you, and it's not even your show.
You know, now I can kind of see your point of view on this. I understand. This is not a conspiracy. You should know that I have nothing against you. You're here to promote your product, and frankly, you are no longer on the D list because I know how successful you've become. So,
is this part of your plan with Oprah?
No, this is not part of the plan.
The fact that she wasn't smiling was crazy to me too. But to, you know, I guess she think Oprah out to get her. I don't know if I believe that, but I don't know. She kind of dragged the story a little bit. You know what I mean? It's too much.
I believe that we're living in a simulation.
I don't understand it. I don't understand when people say we're living in a simulation. I have no idea what they're talking about.
So, if you understand that we're still talking about a creation, right? So we believe, most people believe that we're living in a created universe. I happen to believe so because when I look at the science, the quantum physics proves to me that someone or something created this. This isn't just pop up out of the blue and just, hey, here we are. There's a universe with people in it. So, if you look at the quantum physics and what's been done recently in laboratories, scientists were able to do something incredible. they created an 8th dimensional quasi-crystal. Now this 8th dimensional quasi-crystal, it gave them a glimpse into understanding the 3rd dimension, and this is how. When they positioned it in a particular angle, it created, excuse me, when they positioned it in a particular angle, it created something called a 4th dimensional quasi-crystal. And when they positioned the 4th dimensional quasi-crystal in a particular angle, it cast a shadow of a sphere. And the sphere is our universe. So they discovered that we are living in the shadow of a higher dimension. In other words, the angle of a higher multidimensional quasi-crystal potentially could be what has created this gigantic sphere we call our universe. And what's interesting about that is, this is a shadow, but not a shadow of darkness, it's a shadow of light. It's a light matrix. We're talking about the spiritual technology utilized to create this entire realm. This entire realm was created with some type of spiritual technology, and this technology is so incredible, it's imbued with divine matter, divine wisdom, divine knowledge, but it's also imbued with darkness. But what's interesting about the darkness in this yin and yang, it always seems to be a battle against each other, but in the end, for the most part, the light always seems to win. Even if it takes a long period of time, the cycle happens where the darkness leaves and the light comes in. We're sitting in a room right now that's pretty well lit, right? If I was to turn on something dark, I couldn't make the light dim any. In other words, there's no darkness I can inject into this room with these physical lights that would make this room dark right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if I turn all these lights off and just do something as simple as turn on the light on my cell phone, the darkness will flee from that light instantaneously. So the smallest amount of light will make darkness flee. And so I take that to the universal scale, because I believe it's all fractal. I believe that it's all as above, so below. And it's all about how many conscious beings does it take before the darkness flees. There's a number that we have to hit. When we hit that specific percentage of number of awakened souls on this planet, that's when it will flee. What we're talking about is obtaining Christ consciousness. I get a little emotional about this, because it's so powerful. Sorry. So we're talking about this. See, Christ never said he was returning. Jesus never said he was coming back. He said that Christ will return. We're talking about this. When every single person gets this right, it's back, and we're back in the golden age.
And that's Billy Carson, man. Big shouts out to Billy Carson. If y'all don't know who that is, y'all should go tap in with him, man. I've been following him for a while. He got a lot of knowledge, and he tells a lot of things that most of us have never known. He's done tons of research. He's went to tons of places, you know, to get this information and bring it back to us. So if you ain't tapped in with Billy Carson, make sure you tap in with him, man. But that was a lot of information, and the moral of that is, the more of us that starts to wake up, you know, to realize the lies that have been told to us, you know, the more the quicker things will get better, you know, in this society, you know, for one. You know?
This beach is not a beach. It's actually a glacier.
There was a drop-off that went down between 5 and 6 meters, so not too deep. And at the bottom, there was black sand. Down at the bottom, it felt like I was floating in the stars, in the sparkles. It was totally crazy. Totally crazy. It's incredible.
That's good. It's like beautifully sculpted marble. The ice is so pure. It's extraordinary.
It's crazy.
But after about 200 meters, shapes start appearing on the screen. And what I'm seeing, about 20 meters below, is a geological interface that's very strong, very clear. This beach is not a beach, it's actually a glacier. There's a significant amount of ice that's trapped in the valley and no longer moving.
You already know, man. Listen, we're going to end it right there for this show right here, man. This is Bucket of Love and Reactions, man. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And tap in with me, man. I'm going to bring something more to the table. It's Bucket of Love and Reactions. Bless.